Excellent. All right, good afternoon, low VA rates, nation of veterans out there. We're going to talk about something today. Can my lender get my certificate of eligibility for me? Yes, they can, but only if they are VA experts like our loan officers here at low VA rates. So Eric, who you usually get to spend Friday afternoons with, is having a day of unsupervised activities outside the office. So I'm the stunt doubling today, so we're going to talk about the certificate of eligibility. It's kind of like we all remember Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory as a kid. It's all about the golden ticket, and the certificate of eligibility is the golden ticket for your VA benefits. So it starts with your component, followed by your status. So we're going to start with, on the component side, we have active duty, separated, or if you're an old cranky guy like me, you're retired. Each one of them has a separate set of documentation that they need. For example, if you're a veteran still serving on active duty, we need a statement of service. Your VA lender that you're working with should be able to provide you with the format that's acceptable for that, because nobody wants to go see the commander and say, hey sir, can you give me a statement of service? Or hey ma'am, and they call you bad names and tell you to get out of the office. So we're going to help facilitate success with that. The other one is if you're separated, active duty separated, we need your member for a copy of your DD-214. For all of the veterans that are out there today listening, when you left the military, a nice government civilian told you, do not lose your member for a copy of your DD-214. I still have mine from like the mid-'80s when I first got out as an enlisted guy. I have it. We need that member for copy because it has your character of service on there. So this one is, we need a DD-214 with your member for. If you're retired, same thing. We're going to need a copy of that DD-214 member for your active duty individuals. So that is one component with all of the statuses associated with it. The next component, are you in the reserves? Again, you still have those same statuses. It could be still serving, separated, or retired. This is where the requirements get a little bit trickier. If you are still serving in the reserve component, we need a statement of service. Because believe it or not, some veterans, while they're getting court-martialed and they know they're going to exit the military, not on their own motivation, but on their commands, they want to use their VA home loan benefits. Sorry, you have to have an honorable character of service to use those VA home loan benefits. So still serving, we need a statement of service from your commander, just like we did on the active duty side, but there's an additional requirement of we need your point statement. So that point statement each year at the end of the year, maybe January, or when your retirement year-end date comes up, your command, your company clerk's going to come out and say, hey, here's your point statement. We need a copy of that showing 6 years of satisfactory service. If you have that document, you can send it to us. We'll review it and make sure we can help you get those benefits. On the separated side, we need this unique document that probably everybody that's exited the reserve system does not have. It is your 256-R. That is your honorable character of service document for your time in the reserve system. We also need with that point statement, again, to make sure that you have the 6 good years. Because remember, veterans didn't have, reservists and National Guard members didn't have VA home loan benefits till 1991. So retired, again, we will need a 256-R and that point statement showing that you've been in 20 years or more. Remember, your 20-year letter as a reservist does not help us. We need the character of service document and that point statement that gives us your overall period of time. Now there's one last component we're going to talk about today, which is the National Guard. Still serving, again, we're going to look for that points or the statement of service signed by your commander or their designated representative, plus the point statement that shows 6 years. Now the National Guard's a little bit different. They don't have that Form 256-R. They have a NGB 22, which stands for National Guard Bureau 22. It gives you that same character of service. Has to be honorable. As we look at those things, you send us the NGB Form 22, again, that point statement that we need, and we're going to be able to submit it to the VA so we can get that certificate of eligibility. Retired, again, won't need that 256-R. We'll need this NGB Form 22 and a point statement. Those are things that we need to submit our documents to the Department of Veteran Affairs so we can get that Willy Wonka golden ticket so you can get those hard-earned home loan benefits. Remember, veterans don't have to pay mortgage insurance, one of the huge benefits of a VA home loan purchase program, or refinance or streamline for that matter. So we know we've got National Guard, Statement of Service, NGB Form 22. Now, the question becomes up, you're like, hey sir, what happens if I don't have these forms that I need? You can do it one of two ways. You can call one of our high-speed, low-drag VA loan specialists here at low VA rates, and we can help you find your state National Guard headquarters if you are a member of the National Guard, or if you're a reservist, we can help you go through evetrex.com and secure those records. So again, we can turn them into the VA and get that. It's very important that you have the certificate of eligibility before you write a purchase contract on your house. Again, if you're working with one of our friendly competitors and they've allowed you to write an offer to purchase a house without having your certificate of eligibility, I would call one of the folks here at low VA rates and ask them for a second opinion, because if you write a contract, you're risking $2,000 of your own money in earnest money, inspections, and appraisal costs, and you don't want to be left exposed for those expenses. Now, when we spoke about our National Guard and our reservist forces, there's another one. We say this minimum standard is you have to have 6 good years of service. That's why I made that reference to the point statement. If you have spent 90 days in a combat zone and you have a DD 214, remember as we spoke about our active duty service members, we need that member 4 copy of a DD 214 showing an honorable character of service in a combat zone for a period of 90 days. Now, if you're a member of the Air National Guard, I know some of you guys have got like 5-week or 6-week tours where you're in and out of Iraq or Afghanistan. We would need 3 DD 214s so we could add those together to make sure we get the 90 days of service in a combat zone honorably. But again, yes, your lender can get your certificate of eligibility if you're working with a VA loan expert, just like we have a whole building of them here at low VA rates. So please give us a call. Let us help you get that certificate of eligibility and figure out how we can maximize those hard-earned VA home loan benefits for you. We got any questions today? We're good? All right, bye guys.